Hello, wonderful people of YouTube, and welcome back to another music video reaction. Now, in case you missed it, yesterday we reacted to Shakira's song Die Die, which is one of the official World Cup anthems for this year. Now, I'm still very much in a football mindset. I just watched my team Arsenal lift our first Premier League trophy in 22 years, so I thought let's continue and react to another World Cup song. Now for today's song, we have another official World Cup anthem, and that is Lisa, Anitta, and Rema and their song Goals. Now I'm not too familiar with these artists, but I am kind of most familiar with Lisa. I believe she's from Thailand, and I think she was a part of the group Blackpink. I am familiar with a couple of Lisa's solo songs. As for the other two artists, they are pretty new to me. I don't think I've ever heard any of their songs, so if there is anything you want me to know about them, please just leave it in the comments below. Now, I thought personally Shakira did a fantastic job with her song, obviously mixed in with Burna Boy, who did great in his part as well. She's kind of like the queen of the World Cup at this point, so I'm excited to continue. Let's not waste any time and let's get right into the video. All right, here we go with another official World Cup song. I like the music video choices already. Okay, so before we get into more of Lisa's part, I do like the music video design choices. It feels kind of like, for anybody that plays video games, if you've ever played FIFA Street, feels kind of like that. A lot of players grow up playing like these five-a-side, kind of like in the caged areas. So I think for a World Cup song, that's a very smart decision in terms of visuals. Obviously, we're really early into the song. I don't fully know how I feel about the repeat on the goals. Obviously, it's the start of the song. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. Just wanted to say I did really like the feel of the music video so far in terms of visuals, and yeah, I'm excited to get into this one. I think that was the World Cup official mascot there. Okay. I think that part was catchy, the kind of build up to the chorus. Okay. I think Lisa in her individual part, it sounded pretty nice. It was a catchy kind of build up to the chorus. Not 100% sure how I feel about the chorus. Obviously, everybody's music taste is different. I just don't know how I feel about the repetitiveness of it. Obviously, hearing goals multiple times at the start of the song and then a verse and then just hearing the word repeated over and over again. I don't know how much I personally connect to that part yet, but I think, again, the design for the music video is really cool. I think her part was nice. I think she did a good job with her part. I would like it to have a little more of a World Cup feel to it other than just the repeating of goals. That's a cool design choice with the blue flames. Okay. Alright, sorry for pausing so much again. Copyright. I kind of have to. So I believe that is Portuguese. I could be wrong. So she's either from Portugal or Brazil. Just the way she's pronouncing things, I believe she's Brazilian. Please let me know in the comments if I'm incorrect. For a World Cup song, I do think it is a very smart decision to have artists that can sing in different languages. Obviously, it's a World Cup, so you're representing people from all over the world using different languages, which in this case would be English and what I believe is Portuguese. I think that is a very smart decision. I just want to say I also paused it at a really cool shot, kind of like the blue flames coming up. I just thought that was a really nice pause. I like the way she came into the song. I think the breakup in the song and the kind of like the way it flowed, the switch up was nice with the different language. And I think this has been a good part so far. I believe this is Anitta. I could be wrong, but I think it is. I do like this part. I think this part's catchy. Okay. I do appreciate the mascot getting a lot of screen time. Okay. So I think it's so far it's a pretty catchy song. The only thing about it for me is it doesn't really have a World Cup feel to it. When I think about World Cup, I think of Waka Waka, I think of Wavin' Flag, I think of Colors by Jason Derulo, kind of representing the entire world and the beautiful game, connecting everybody in a way. I feel like this song hasn't necessarily nailed that aspect of it. I think it's a catchy song. I think both artists so far, Lisa and Anitta, have sounded nice. But in terms of the lyrics and kind of connecting it to a World Cup, I don't think there is that connection yet. I'm interested to see what you guys think in the comments. Do you think this is a good World Cup song, or do you think this is a good song just chosen to represent the World Cup? I still don't know how I feel about the repetitiveness of the word goals. I feel like we might have heard it maybe like 15, 20 times too much in a 2-minute stretch, but maybe I'm in the minority. Maybe a lot of people do like it and think it's super catchy. I don't think I'm personally connecting to that part specifically. So this is Rema, I believe. Okay, I do like the switch up in the song. Okay. Okay, I do think that was my favorite part of the song. I think the break in kind of the structure of the song, it just flowed completely different. I think he did a great job kind of adding a different element to the song that it was kind of missing. I think it was a nice break from the repetitiveness of the goals. And I just want to say, I also love the mixing of the different images, kind of like you're watching a 5v5 game being played as you're going through the music video, just different aspects. You have the skill moves, you have the finishing, you have everything, which that is a very nice touch for a World Cup song. I think the Rema part in this song was definitely necessary to give it kind of a different approach in terms of how they wanted to go about the song. Like I just said, I do think that was my favorite part of the song so far. I do think it is a catchy song. And again, I wouldn't blame you if you absolutely love this song. Everyone has different music tastes. We all know that. It also might be kind of unfair that I'm reacting to this shortly after reacting to Shakira. I mean, Shakira is synonymous with the World Cup. Let's get into the rest of the video now. See, this part, I don't know how I feel about this part of the song. All right, so my final thoughts on this song. Do I think it's a catchy song? I do think it's a catchy song. Do I think it is a great World Cup song and one that we're going to be remembering years to come? I don't think so. I feel like the World Cup songs that do usually stick around and last a lot longer are the ones that kind of show off the different cultures of the World Cup, the different aspects of the tournament. I don't think this song necessarily did it. I think it's a catchy song. The repetitiveness of the chorus is kind of what took me away from the song. I do like how they showed diversity just with the artists. I think they had, so I think Lisa's from Thailand. I'm assuming Anitta is from either Portugal or Brazil. I would say probably Brazil. And Rema, I believe, is from Nigeria just based on the music video. I think I saw a Nigerian flag. So I do think it is a cool thing to have artists from kind of all over the world representing a song for the World Cup. I just think the song itself didn't represent the World Cup enough. That is the end of this reaction. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like, comment what you want to see next, and subscribe to not miss any future uploads. I asked this in the Shakira reaction, but I'm still curious. For any of my football fans, who do you have winning the World Cup? I appreciate all of you stopping by. Thank you to everyone leaving me recommendations for what you want me to react to in the future. Trying to get to all of those as soon as I can. Thanks again, and see you for the next one. Peace.